I'm 83 years old, and there's one day I can't forget. A day that split my life into before and after. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share changed everything I thought I knew about success, happiness, and what actually matters. And if you're watching this right now, you still have time to avoid the biggest regret of your life. Let me take you back to that day. It was a Tuesday morning. Nothing special. I woke up at 6 a.m. like I always did. Made my coffee, checked my emails. My daughter had been calling me for 3 days straight, but I was busy closing a deal. A big one. The kind that would finally prove I'd made it. I remember thinking, I'll call her back this weekend. She'll understand. She always understood. That afternoon, my phone rang. It was my son-in-law. His voice was shaking. She's in the hospital. You need to come now. I dropped everything. Drove 90 miles in what felt like 90 seconds. But when I got there, when I rushed through those hospital doors, I was too late. My daughter died at 47 years old. A sudden aneurysm. No warning. No goodbye. And those 3 calls, she just wanted to tell me about my grandson's first soccer goal. That's all. She wanted to share a moment with her dad. I never called her back. Now you might be thinking, this is tragic, but what does this have to do with me? Everything. Because right now someone in your life is waiting for a call, a visit, 5 minutes of your attention. And you're telling yourself the same lie I told myself for 60 years. I'll do it later, after this project, after this promotion, after I prove myself. Let me tell you something that took me 83 years to understand. Later doesn't exist. See, I grew up poor. Really poor. My father worked 3 jobs, and still we barely ate. So I made myself a promise. My kids would never know that struggle. I would give them everything I never had. Every luxury. Every opportunity. So I worked. God, did I work. I missed my son's first steps because I was in a meeting. I missed my daughter's school play because I had a flight to catch. I missed birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas mornings, but I told myself it was worth it. I was building something. I was providing, and I was. The houses got bigger. The cars got fancier. My kids went to the best schools, had the best clothes, took vacations to places I couldn't even pronounce as a kid. But here's what I didn't give them, me. At my daughter's funeral, my grandson, he was 8 years old, came up to me. He was holding a drawing. It was a picture of his family, his mom, his dad, his little sister. And in the corner, barely visible, there was a tiny figure with a question mark above it. "That's you, Grandpa," he said. "Mom said you're very important and very busy. I wasn't sure how to draw you because I don't see you much. That drawing is on my refrigerator right now, and every single day it reminds me of the man I was, the man I'm ashamed of being. You see, I thought love was measured in dollars, in things I could buy, in the size of the inheritance I'd leave behind. I was so focused on giving my kids everything that I forgot to give them the one thing money can't buy, my time, my presence, my attention. After my daughter died, I did something I should have done 60 years ago. I started asking questions, real questions. I asked my son, "What do you remember about growing up?" You know what he said? He didn't mention the house, or the cars, or the fancy vacations. He said, "I remember waiting for you to come home from work. I'd sit by the window every night, and most nights I fell asleep, waiting." That broke me. I asked my daughter-in-law what my daughter used to say about me. She hesitated. Then she told me she loved you so much, but she used to say she felt like she had to earn your time, like she had to be successful enough, interesting enough to deserve your attention. My own daughter, feeling like she had to earn her father's love. How did I get it so wrong? Here's what nobody tells you when you're young and hungry and trying to prove yourself. Success feels empty when there's nobody to share it with. And by the time you realize that, the people you wanted to share it with might be gone. I have more money than I could spend in 3 lifetimes. A big house, awards on the walls, articles written about my business career. And I would trade every single cent, every single award, every single achievement for one more phone call with my daughter. Just one more. Now I know some of you watching this are thinking, but I have to work, I have bills, I have responsibilities. I get it. I'm not saying quit your job and live in a tent. I'm not saying ambition is bad. I had ambition. It gave me drive. It gave me purpose. But here's what I learned too late. You can be ambitious and present. You can build a career and build relationships. You can chase success and not lose sight of what actually makes life worth living. The mistake isn't working hard. The mistake is believing that work is more important than the people who love you. Let me share something with you. In my last years working, before I finally retired at 76, I started doing something different. I started asking myself one question every single day. If I died tomorrow, would I regret how I spent today? And if the answer was yes, I changed what I was doing. That's when I finally started showing up for my son's family. Started being the grandfather I never was as a father. Started having dinner with them once a week. Started going to my grandkids' games and recitals. You know what I discovered? Those moments, those simple, ordinary moments, they're not interruptions from your real life. They are your real life. That soccer game where my grandson scored, I was there. And when he looked up in the stands and saw me, his face lit up like Christmas morning. That feeling, that pure joy on his face, that's worth more than every business deal I ever closed. Last month, my granddaughter graduated college. She asked me to speak at her graduation party. Me, the grandfather who barely knew her until she was 10 years old. And you know what she said in her speech? She said, "My grandfather taught me that it's never too late to change, that you can spend 70 years getting it wrong and still have time to get it right." I cried like a baby, but here's the thing that haunts me. I got a second chance with my grandkids, but I never got that chance with my own children. My daughter died thinking she wasn't important enough to interrupt my work. My son spent his childhood feeling invisible. I can't fix that. I can't go back. But you can. Right now, someone is waiting for you. Your kid is hoping you'll put down your phone. Your parent is hoping you'll call. Your partner is hoping you'll notice them. Your friend is hoping you'll show up. And I know you're tired. I know you're stressed. I know you've got a million things on your plate. But I'm 83 years old. And I'm telling you, none of those things matter. Not really. In the end, the only thing that matters is love, connection, presence. The people in your life don't need you to be perfect. They don't need you to have all the answers. They don't need expensive gifts or fancy vacations. They just need you to be there, to look them in the eyes, to listen when they talk, to show up when it matters. My daughter called me 3 times, and I was too busy, too important, too focused on things that don't matter at all now. What if she had called a fourth time? What if I had picked up? I'll never know. But you still have time. That person you've been meaning to call them today. That visit you've been putting off, go this weekend. That conversation you've been avoiding, have it tonight. Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Not for them, not for you. My daughter was 47, healthy, active, had her whole life ahead of her. And one day she just wasn't here anymore. And all those tomorrows I promised her, all those I'll call you backs, all those we'll do it next times, they all died with her. Don't let that be your story. I'm 83 years old. I built companies, made millions, won awards, achieved everything I thought would make me happy. And none of it, not one single bit of it, makes up for the time I didn't spend with my daughter. Success isn't measured by your bank account. It's measured by the people who show up at your funeral and cry because they genuinely miss you, not because they're supposed to. It's measured by the memories you create, the lives you touch, the love you give and receive. I spent 70 years chasing the wrong things. Don't make my mistake. Value your family before it's too late. Because too late comes faster than you think. One day you're telling yourself you have time. The next day you're standing at a funeral, holding your grandson's hand, wishing with every fiber of your being for just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes to say, I love you, I see you, you matter more than anything. I never got those 5 minutes, but you might still have yours. Don't waste them. Let me tell you one more thing before I go. Something that might help you understand why I'm sharing this with you, a stranger on the internet. 3 weeks after my daughter died, I found a box in her closet. It was full of letters. Letters she had written but never sent. Letters to me. In one of them, dated from when she was 16, she wrote, Dear Dad, I know you're busy saving the world. I just wish sometimes you'd save a little time for me. I got an A on my history test. I wanted to tell you in person, but you left for your trip before I woke up. So I'm writing it here. Maybe one day I'll be brave enough to give you these letters. Maybe one day you'll have time to read them. She never gave them to me, and I never had time to read them until it was too late. There were dozens of letters, birthday wishes, questions about life, stories about her day, little moments she wanted to share with me, and I was too busy to notice she was trying. You know what's funny? Not funny, haha. Funny in that tragic, ironic way. I always told myself I was working for them, for my kids, to give them a better life. But what they wanted wasn't a better house or a nicer car. What they wanted was me, just me, present, engaged, there, the simplest thing in the world. And I couldn't give it to them. I'm sharing this story because I see you making the same mistake. Not you specifically, but all of you. This whole generation. Heads down in your phones, racing toward deadlines, climbing ladders that lead nowhere. I see parents at restaurants, kids trying to get their attention, and they're scrolling through emails. I see couples sitting together but living in separate worlds. I see people working themselves to death for promotions they'll barely enjoy. And I want to grab them by the shoulders and scream, Stop! Look up! See the life happening right in front of you. But I can't. So I'm making this video instead. Because maybe, just maybe, if I can save one person from living my regret, then my daughter's death won't be completely meaningless. Maybe her story can wake someone up before it's too late. That's my hope anyway. I keep my daughter's letters in my nightstand now. Every morning I read one. It's painful, but it's also a reminder of all the moments I missed, all the conversations we never had, all the love I was too blind to see. And every night before I go to sleep, I look at that drawing my grandson made, the one where I'm just a question mark in the corner. That's what I was to them. A question mark, a mystery, the man who was always somewhere else. Don't be a question mark in your family's story. Be the presence they remember. Be the voice they hear. Be the love they feel. Because I promise you, when you're 83 years old lying in bed at night, you won't be thinking about that promotion, or that project, or that deal. You'll be thinking about the moments you missed, the people you took for granted, the love you were too busy to give. And trust me, that's a heavy burden to carry. This is my story. This is my regret. This is my warning. I'm 83 years old, and since that day at the hospital, nothing has been the same. I learned the hardest lesson of my life. You can't buy back time. You can't negotiate for one more moment. You can't work hard enough to earn a second chance with someone who's gone. All you have is now, this moment, this day, these people who love you. Please, don't make this mistake. Choose them. Choose love. Choose presence before it's too late.